right, hey guys, welcome back to another maybe monthly vlog. This is the vlog for August of 2025. This is like the fourth time I've done this, so I'm just hoping that I can just get this taken care of in not a long amount of time. So, before I get into everything, first off, I want to thank everybody for the continued support. We're closing in on 1,700 subscribers. I'm still hoping to make 2,000 by the end of the year. If we do make 2,000 or when we make 2,000, I'll be doing a giveaway. I did that for 1,000, so when we get to 2,000, I'll be doing a giveaway. As we get closer to that like 1,900 area, I'll kind of get more details on that. But yeah, that if you're not subscribed and you are you like my videos and all that stuff, please subscribe. If you do watch my videos and you're subscribed, liking my videos helps out a lot. Even if it's a game you're not like super interested in, just helps the algorithm. Liking it, commenting, all that stuff just helps out a lot. So anyway, get that out of the way. Highlights of this month. We did, I'm going to kind of go through these quickly. We did playthroughs of a couple crowdfunded games. So Citizens of Spark, super enjoyed that one. We'll be doing another playthrough of that, so I'll have a third playthrough on the channel of that. My one little kind of gripe with it is I feel like the AI is a little easy. There are times where like when I play, the AI is very, very hard, but then if I play the same setup, it's like I figured it out and I can beat the AI. Like you just figure out how to deny them. So I don't know if there's a way to just like increase their points when they follow you, and that's just how they win, or like you give them more cards at the start or something to make them more powerful, because I think if you can set it up, you can just like really stifle them quite a bit. But some of the setups make it to where it's really difficult. So I don't know. I always feel I don't like house ruling things because I trust that the designer is making the game in such a way, and if the designer comes out and says this is the change I want to implement, then I'm on board. But typically I don't like house ruling stuff. It's just not something I'm a fan of. So Shallow Sea, we did 2 playthroughs of that, the most recent Bad Comet game, and it's very much in that Cascadia, Calico, Verdant lane. So did a playthrough with and without the expansion, so check that out. And then I did a playthrough of Everdell Silverfrost, the newest Everdell game. It's standalone game in the edge of the world kind of thing. So I have Everdell Duo, Everdell Farshore, and Everdell Silverfrost. I don't have base Everdell. I think if I had regular Everdell on the expansions, I wouldn't want or need the other one. So the fact that I don't have that, I'm like the target audience. I'm like someone who's like getting into it way later. It's great. I really like it. And I'll actually be doing another playthrough of that this month as well. So check those out. A couple retail games that released that we did content for or videos for this month were the expansion for Pirates of Maracaibo. That game is so good. Pirates of Maracaibo is so good. I've played only a handful more. I've only played a few Alexander Pfister games aside from Great Western Trail and Pirates of Maracaibo, like Boon Lake and I almost called it Moonbasa, but it was Sky Mines, the Mombasa re-implementation. And those games, I mean, Boon Lake I liked okay. I didn't really super love Sky Mines. Great Western Trail is one of my favorite games of all time. Pirates of Maracaibo is more on the Great Western Trail end of things. Like, it's so good. And it's fast, and it's relatively easy to pick up, and the AI is super simple. It's such a good game, and the Commanders thing just made it even better. So check that out. We did a playthrough of Shackleton Base, which was really great. I'm going to be doing another playthrough of that very soon as well for this month. I got the little like wooden what do you call them, the thing the sun absorbs that make energy, solar panels. I got the wooden solar panels for that, so want to do a playthrough of that and then use some different corporations. And speaking of Shackleton Base, I actually wanted to shout out Colin at Me Be at the Table. He shouted me out on his playthrough. He actually uses my playthrough to learn it, which that's kind of scary, but I appreciate it very much. Yeah, so if you haven't checked his video out, go check his out. And I'll link that. I'll try to remember to link that down below. But yeah, that's a great channel. I'm sure you guys are familiar with them. But if you're not, go check them out. They do a lot of good stuff. And then Vantage Vantage released, of course, and it exceeded all my expectations. It is definitely the game I was hoping it would be and more. And I've got 2 more of those recorded for release in August. I wanted to wait for all my upgrades for it, so Vantage is here, and it's exactly everything I wanted it to be. And I mentioned it prior, but if Vantage is an interesting, if a live stream with Vantage where we play the game as a group, it's interesting to you, please let me know, because that's something I think I want to do, is like we'd live stream it, we'd set it all up, and then like as a group with the chat and myself, we would decide how to play the game. I think that would just be a lot of fun and a really fun way to make a solo game incredibly interactive. I know a lot of times people live stream them playing stuff, but I think with Vantage, I think it would just be a fun, because it's like an adventure we're going on as a group, and I think that would just be a lot of fun. So anyway, if that's a thing you think would be a fun thing to do, please let me know. But yeah, got a couple more Vantage playthroughs coming, and at least I want it to be a channel regular. So I think starting in September, like once a month, at least for the rest of the year. We'll see how it goes in 2026 if people are still interested in wanting to watch Vantage playthroughs, because it's very much a game that is like it's a thing, like you don't want to be spoiled. You want this experience, and it's an experience, and it's like I get that. So we'll see, but I'd like to make it at least for the next couple months, if not the rest of the year, a channel regular game. So that was those. We did a couple other games. We did a playthrough of Galileo Galilei. We did a playthrough of La Granja, the Deluxe Master Set. So check those out if you haven't. We did a playthrough of Marvel Legendary for Ironheart. So that we did a playthrough of that series, like inspired by that series. So that's through. We're going to be doing the Fantastic Four, not this Friday, but next Friday when I'm in Korea. And then I think I'm trying to figure out how to do one for Eyes of Wakanda. So those will be coming up from Marvel Legendary. As of today, August 2nd, there's been no, as far as I can tell, there's been no kind of news about the second edition from Gen Con. So we'll see if we're even getting the second edition this year. I'm going to guess not, but we'll see. So, and then finally, we did playthroughs for SETI and for Scholars of the South Tigris on hard mode, so I cranked the difficulty all the way to the max, and we played those playthroughs. Check those out. Those are the games you guys voted on for playthroughs in July. So, segueing into August, you guys voted on Teotihuacan and Nucleum. Those will be the games that won and for August, and Nucleum will be a little bit later in the month, because I'm still waiting on my Board and Dice crowdfunding for like the promos, and like there's a component upgrades in there, and so I'm going to be waiting for that to do the video for Nucleum. Teotihuacan I got recorded, and Nucleum will be the base game, because it's such a heavy game that I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, that I haven't introduced like any of like the expansion stuff, because I think I have the expansion. I got something. Yeah, I've got Court of Progress. I've got Australia, I've got Court of Progress. I think there's another expansion coming out this year. So I haven't even messed with this stuff yet. So we'll be doing that at some point this month. But I'm hoping to wait until I get the metal stars. And then the Teotihuacan is actually with everything. And it's the original game. I don't have the master like upgrade set for it, like the deluxe set for it. But I knew there were some rules changes with it, so I did implement that rules change. In particular, in the first expansion introduced the Orange Temple, and the way the AI used that Orange Temple is they didn't go up the track. They just were like at the top of it, and they had these powers. And one of the powers gave them, whenever they their person died and came back, they started at 2. And then on like the Avenue of the Dead track, they had +2, I think, and then on their mask, they had +1 mask. So they were just scoring a ton of points that you really couldn't do anything about unless you played really well. And I don't play really well. So the updated version made them go up the track, and they would randomly get some of the bonuses on that track. And so they had to go up that track like any other track. And so to me, it was like it just made the game much more enjoyable. But I have every expansion used in that one, so that's coming pretty quick, because I actually have that one recorded. So yeah, so those are the things you guys voted on for August. The September poll, I don't know, is it the poll for? It's the August poll for September. I'm gonna call it the August poll, because you're polling in August. So the August poll, the July poll was Teotihuacan and Nucleum. The August poll is going to be just some games I feel like playing, and this kind of segues into the main kind of discussion I want to have today. But the games, these are just 4 games I feel like playing, and I just want you guys to help me choose. So it's going to be Distilled, Expeditions, Wondrous Creatures, and Ark Nova. So those 4 games, the 2 top ones will get playthroughs made for for September. Yeah, those are 4 games I'm itching to play, and you guys can help choose what those games are. Speaking of August as well, I have my shipping label created for the what's it called? The South Tigris trilogy. So I'm going to Korea. I'll be in Korea in a week. I'm going for a week, and I'll be there a week from the guys who seeing this. I will be in Korea, on Korean soil. And so obviously, if it delivers by the time I get there, I won't be able to do playthroughs of it, but I'll try to do them when I get back. So when I'm in Korea, I'll do my best to reply to stuff as much as possible, but my time zone difference may make that a little hard. But I'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit. So that's coming. Luthier, the other game, the second game published by Paverson, who does Distilled, should be delivering anytime now. So that should be coming through soon. Something else I feel like is coming soon. I think the Invincible deck building game, so it's the one that's Astronauts but Invincible themed, should be coming as well. There's a lot of stuff still coming. I think the next couple months there will be a decent amount of crowdfunding, so that should occupy quite a bit of time. In terms of just like videos on the channel. The board and dice stuff, there's a lot of promos coming for a lot of those games, so you'll be seeing a lot more of those games, like the past couple year releases of board and dice. So Windmill Valley, Minos, I'm getting Reef Project. I went ahead and bought that, so I bought it from a site I've never ordered from before, so we'll see. Hopefully it comes. Should be fine. But yeah, Windmill Valley, Minos, Barcelona, just a lot of these games. You'll be seeing some more board and dice stuff just because I have those and I really enjoy their games. So that's probably the next few months, kind of projecting a little bit far. But for August, we've got a few things in the pipeline there. And kind of to segue, I guess, into the main deal. And it kind of relates to my time in Korea. So I'm going to Korea. I'm going to Korea for about a week. I leave Friday the 8th, and I get back the following Saturday. My sister moved there back in February. I might have mentioned that before. She moved there back in February. So I'm going out to see her. And she said there's this cool board game cafe that's by her apartment. So she's going to take me there. There's a Gundam base there. So I'm planning on getting some Gundam stuff there as well. Just a variety of stuff. And I may do a video kind of highlighting some of my things I did there and what I brought back with me. I don't think I'll buy any board games when I'm there because it'll be in Korean and I can barely read English. So definitely not going to be able to read Korean. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to commit to anything about videos about my time there, but we'll see. But I'm very excited about it. I've never flown outside of the country, and I've only left the country once, and that was to go to Canada like 17 years ago. So I've never really been anywhere else in the world, and so I'm very, very excited about that. I'm hoping to actually go to Essen next year. Because I just got my passport. My passport's been 17 years expired, so I had just gotten my passport renewed. So now that I have a passport, I'm gonna try to use it. So my plan is to go to Essen next year and Gen Con. But yeah, I'll be in Korea. So of course videos will be coming out, but I'll do my best to respond to stuff. There just may be a delay in when you guys see my response, if I can respond to it timely, because I'll just be 14 hours ahead of my current time zone. So with all that said, my kind of main thing I want to discuss is just really managing my burnout. I've been feeling very burned out, and it really started when I came back from Hawaii. So, I release 4 videos a week, and I've you guys see that they're anywhere from 30 minutes to like 75 minutes a video. Probably not as much as 75 minutes. That's probably the extreme upper limit typically, but like an hour, right? 4 videos a week. 52 weeks in a year, and that's been kind of the deal. It's just a ton of playthroughs, and I like doing the playthroughs. Like I enjoy them. I'm gonna do them anyway, so I'd rather just have them and share them with you guys. But of course, it takes a lot of time to record those things. Some things like Marvel Legendary, I can pull it out, and it's like the rules are the back of my hand. I've played that game like 1,000 times. Like there's no problems with it. Marvel Champions, for the most part, was a game that I just played very well. And when I was doing Marvel Champions every week with Marvel Legendary, it made it much more manageable because I could sit down and knock out 4 games of Marvel Legendary and knock out 4 games of Marvel Champions literally on a Saturday, and that dealt with half my videos for a month, right? But Marvel Champions, I dipped back quite a bit on, just because really, from a views perspective, just people weren't watching it, and I felt like, well, I could put these out, but really, I don't know. I like Marvel Champions a lot, but because I haven't been making it for the channel, I haven't even played the new characters. Silk, Shuri, Falcon, and Winter Soldier, haven't played them at all. I've gotten them. They're in the box. Haven't touched them. Because I haven't felt like I've wanted to play it because I've been trying to like play these other games. And these other games, while I love Euros, medium, I would say like medium to heavy Euros are like my bread and butter. I love Euro games. I think they are the pinnacle of human entertainment. Okay, calm down. I love Euro games. And so, those also take a while, especially when you're playing with an AI that's got a flowchart, blah, 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 whatever, right? And, I talk a lot about wanting to commit to, like, I want to do a video series on A Rise of Fenris. I want to do a video series of the Lost Ruins of Arnak thing. I want to do, this video series of these games, and I want to do, playthrough of this expansion. That's my biggest beef with crowdfunding is here's your game, and then here's all the expansions with it. And it's like, I want to do video with all the Unconscious Mind stuff, and I want to do video with all the Galactic Cruise stuff, and it just ends up being a lot of stuff to have to manage. And I say that, like, hey, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. And then at the time comes for me to get it out, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. And I think so that combined with, like, I took a week off in June to go to Hawaii, and I don't regret that at all. It was an amazing trip. It was the first trip my partner and I have ever taken together, just her and me. We've been together for almost 13 years. Second trip, I'm sorry. The first trip was a trip to Minnesota for a Rubik's Cube competition when I competed. And, like, that's not fun, really, for her, and it was only for a weekend. This is the first trip, just her and me, going somewhere that we weren't going to see family. Literally the first time in almost 13, we've been together for 12 and a half years. So I don't regret that at all. I'm glad I did it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. But it set me back quite a bit because I'm recording a lot. And, I take a week off recording. I still got to upload 4 videos, right? And I don't want to change that, by the way. So this is just, so then that combined with, like, the need of, like, okay, I'm so far behind on video recording, playthrough recording, and I want to play these games, and, I'm saying I want to do Unconscious Mind, I'm saying I want to do this, but it's such, like, a Herculean task to, like, get the game out, remember the rules. Okay, I've played through it once or twice to remember the rules. Now I'm going to turn the camera on. Well, shoot, I made a rules mistake because whatever. And then it's like, the slog of all that just makes me not want to do it. And then it's like, well, then, like, but I said I'm going to do it, and I don't feel like doing it, so then, like, I'm kind of half-assing doing it. That, like, it just, I don't know. And I've talked about this before of, like, trying to not commit to stuff, but then I end up committing to it anyway because, like, in the moment I really want to do it. And so I just really got to curtail my own expectations on how I want to do stuff. The best time I have when I'm doing stuff is just, like, doing it when I feel like doing it. So that's really how I'm going to use that time to manage my burnout, because I don't want to be burned out on this. I enjoy doing this. This is a hobby for me like it is for everybody else. And so I don't want to make it feel like a chore. And I feel like stuff like that makes it feel like a chore. And I've just got to figure out a way to manage that. So I do know for sure that for the rest of the year, I will be making 4 videos a week. That was fine, like I said, with Marvel Champions being a weekly staple, but because I took that away, filling that spot in every week with another game, and then I was trying to do new games, and I'm like, well, that's just a lot to do a new game every week. And I still have, like, maybe 12.5 or so. Let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, so maybe like almost 20 games or so. Including some of those stuff. I got like 24 games that I have in my collection that I have not played on the channel. And yes, I could do that forever and just play new games, but I just feel like it goes against that whole purpose of me saying how much, like, these games are meant to be played, and like I want to show them more often. So, I could do new games all the time and like trying to fill a new game in, because that's what I was doing. Is there was like one new game all the time. It was just new games all the time, and I can't fill that in forever on that slot. So it's just like, well, I'd rather just play these games more than once on the channel. It lets you guys see them be played more than once. It helps me remember them when I'm playing them more often and explaining them. And I think from you guys' perspective, I've had a lot of positive reception on playing and showing these games off more than once. So that's a big win-win for me, because you guys enjoy them and I like doing them, and I get to actually sit with something off of one play. And a new game can take up 2 or 3 video slots during that given time, and it just makes it feel like I don't feel like I got to keeping up with the Board Game Joneses on doing video content, because it's like, okay, we got Galileo, and we're going to do more playthroughs of it, and we get to really sit with those games and really understand them better. So that's how I'm trying to combat my burnout. I don't want to be burned out on this. So with all that being said, in 2026, we'll see how I feel, but my initial thought is to scale it back and do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we're going to see. And then I do these vlogs and stuff. I'll do these vlogs outside of the playthroughs. But like right now, I've got to do a vlog or talk about my top 5 list or whatever. Those take up some of those spots because it's just a lot of videos. And yes, I could spend a Saturday, and that's what I spend a lot of my weekend doing. Is during the week I don't do this, but like I spend my Saturday and Sunday recording stuff. But by the time I've spent 2 hours of talking, my voice is already shot. I mean, my voice is shot now. I've done 2 Vantage playthroughs, and this is my 3rd or 4th attempt at this video. But I've recorded that today, and I'm still planning on doing some Legendary stuff this afternoon. But my voice is kind of gone. And so it's like I spend all day talking, sitting in a room with a hot light on me. It's just like it just kind of gets to a point where I'm like, if I don't feel like doing it, then why am I doing it? And I guess like the greatest encapsulation of that was, and I made so many mistakes, so I don't want to like dog this as like the fault of the game or whatever. It was the complete circumstances made this bad for me. But I had mentioned after my Lost Ruin of Arnak playthrough that I really want to do a Lost Expeditions playthrough, because I'm like, I started it. It'd be really great if I just did it on camera. I get to play more Arnak, which I like a lot. I'm going to do this. So I sat down one Saturday afternoon and said, I'm doing this in one sitting. Got the camera up. I'm not going to remember the rules any better than I am now if I'm just going to play through it. And the first game went really well. I'm like, this is awesome. The second game, I barely lost. Like, had something come out differently, it would have been a different game. Third game, same exact deal. Barely lost. I'm like, well, this is unfortunate. Fourth game, I think I won. Fifth game, I lost, and I was like frustrated. Like, even though I won the fourth game, I was frustrated. Fifth game, I was frustrated. Sixth game, I was frustrated. I won, but I was frustrated. And it was coming through in my recording, and I was like, whatever. I'm done with this. I was so frustrated. I just shuffled all the cards back into their piles. Like, I don't have them separated for the campaign anymore. Whatever. And the more that I thought about it afterwards, I'm like sweating, right? Because I'm in this room with hot room. It's hot here in Kansas City. It's just hot. I'm above the garage. Like, I'm hot in this room. I've been talking for 3.5 hours, recording these playthroughs. And then like 3 days later, I thought about it. I'm like, I'm not happy about this. And I thought, well, now I got to redo it all. And I've done that a lot. I've stopped a video or like stopped a playthrough because I didn't like how it was and redid it. And that's fine for the most part on like one or like a game or two, but to redo 6 plays after mixing all the cards into their piles was just like, that sucks. So it's just, I'm going to put it out as it is. And then I thought about it even more. And I'm like, I'm not putting this out because I hated doing it. I didn't hate it. Maybe hate's too strong a word, but I did not enjoy doing it. And I think that defeats the purpose of this entire process. We're not playing these games to do them because we have to do them. We're not playing these games if we don't like doing them. So I just deleted it. I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it, and it's gone. So will I do it one day? Maybe, but I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not going to do it. When the big chest comes, I'll be doing stuff for that, of course, but I want to do that, right? So that's really, I failed myself in that because I shouldn't have done it in one sitting. And the Rise of Fenris thing, like, I've done 2 of those, and I'm like, this is so fun. Like, it's just fun, and I took a break from it. I'm going to come back and do a couple more, take a break from it. That's, got to do it on my time. And I think that's the part about it that's been the most eye-opening part of this thing, is that don't want to be burned out, and I got to do everything I can not to be burned out. And if that means we play our third playthrough of Citizens of the Spark on the channel because I'm enjoying it, it's just going to be that way. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for all the support. Let me know if a Vantage live stream would be interesting to you guys. Like, instead of doing a playthrough that month, I would do a live stream of it. Or if you just want to see playthroughs of it or whatever. But let me know if a Vantage interactive Vantage playthrough would be fun for you guys. Vote on the games that I chose for September. So Expeditions, Wondrous Creatures, Ark Nova, and Distilled. And yeah, I'll show you guys what I get back from Korea. If I get anything back really cool. I got to bring back my partner some skincare because that's the whole thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the continued support. And yeah, it means a lot. Thank you. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.